Sawadee Cub, Churn Cub, welcome along guys and good morning from a very early Bangkok. It's that time every couple of months that comes around for us that live here that I need to go to immigration and go and do my papers, which is an absolute ball ache, but we got to go and do it. But today we're going to make a little bit of fun out of it. We're going to try and do a little challenge to see if we can get in there and get out of there by 10 AM. It's currently 6:30. I'm about to go and hop in a taxi, going to order a Grab, and then I'm going to head there. We're also going to give you a little bit of advice through the video if you ever do need to go to Immigration Division 1. First bit of advice I'm going to give you is there will be lots of information online about how you can go and get on the BTS and then get a bus and this, that and the other. Just get in a Grab. I literally live the other side of Bangkok to Immigration Division 1 and it literally costs a couple of $100. Just get in a taxi. I promise you it will save you a lot of time. So without further ado, we're going to go and jump in a taxi, make our way there, and you're coming with us. Let's go. Okay guys, welcome along. We've just arrived here at Immigration Division 1 in this massive building. Now this whole building isn't just for immigration, there are lots and lots of other different departments of the government in here as well. So yeah, it's just a massive building. I'll show you around in just a second. As you can see, I got here really early. They've changed the way when you come in now. You need to fill out a form just to obviously confirm that you don't have COVID and that you've had a vaccination. You fill out a little form and then they let you inside. Once you get inside, you need to go up to the little desk there and they'll give you a number. You need to make sure obviously that you filled in your immigration forms. I would advise that you download the forms online beforehand and print them out somewhere and fill them out before you come, and do a couple of copies in case you make a mistake on one of them. And then yeah, just make sure you've got all your paperwork before you come here. It makes the whole process a lot easier. And as you can see, I arrived here quite early and still didn't manage to get a good ticket number, still in the 70s, but yeah, hopefully I'll be out of here by 10 o'clock. That's what we're going to aim to do. So I'm going to very quickly show you around here, show you the facilities that they've actually got in this building. They've got a few restaurants and stuff that you can grab a bite to eat whilst you're waiting. So yeah, let's take you around. Honestly, it's only immigration, but this place is so big and so cool, and they've even got a robot knocking about. Let me show you this. I'm not really sure what the robot's purpose is. It's just going around telling everyone to wear a mask, which is pretty much the norm anyway, right? As you can see, plenty of places to eat or grab a coffee, whether you're here early or whether you're here during the day. Especially if you're here during the day, immigration always take an hour lunch break and you're able to go away and do what you kind of want in that time. So it's really good that they've got these facilities here so you can grab something to eat whilst you're here. Also, no place in Thailand is complete without a 7-Eleven. They even have a 7-Eleven here. They also have the facilities for photocopies as well. So if you need to photocopy anything or print anything off, there's also some stalls here as well that will do that for you. So yeah, you don't have to worry if you forget anything, because you can actually get that stuff whilst you are here. So I was just taking some B-roll footage of an ATM machine for this video, and then I just remembered I haven't actually taken out the money that I need to use to pay for my visa extensions, so that was lucky. So visa extensions, you have to pay 1,900 baht. Like I say, it's really, really lucky that I remembered. Right, so we've got money, we've got a passport, let's go try and extend the visa. I don't actually think I'm gonna be able to take any video inside, but if I can, I will do. But yeah, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna go and extend our visa, and then we're gonna try and get out of here by 10 AM. Let's go. So I set myself a task to get out of there by 10 AM. It is now 9:20. That is actually probably the best ever time I've managed to do it in. It was really, really quick today, to be honest with you. It was in and out. They also did my 90-day report for me, which is fantastic news. It means that I don't have to do that next time. So when you do come here, you can ask them about that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head home, and we're going to do a bit of a summary of everything you need to do to make sure that you're prepared when you come here, so that you don't basically end up like these people over here that are not prepared and that will still be here in about 4 hours time. So I'm gonna head home, give you a little summary, let's get into it. Alright guys, so just got back home, and luckily I was able to get my passport all stamped and up to date, so I don't have to do that for a little while now. So just want to give you a few top tips if you do head to any immigration, not necessarily just Immigration 1, but any in general. Number one is transport. Make sure you take the easiest form of transport there, especially if you're going to Immigration Division 1. It isn't the easiest place to get to. Just jump in a taxi. It won't cost you a lot of money. I think I already proved that. It's probably the fastest way to get there. Number two, your documents. Make sure you've got your documents in order. And obviously this is all dependent on what kind of visa you're on. I'm not going to go through every kind of visa type, but make sure that you have all of the required documents that you need. You do not want to be getting to immigration and not having your documents in order, because I promise you it will be an absolute ball ache and you'll be there all day long. Number three, in terms of documents, there are some documents that are accessible online. You can go ahead and download those, print those off, fill them out before you get there. As you'll see in the last scene just there, people were filling out their forms as they arrive. This just takes you even more time and will ultimately end up with you being further back in the queue, which means that you're probably going to be waiting about all day. Tip number four is get there early. You need to be getting there early, otherwise I promise you, you'll be spending the best part of your day at the immigration. As you can see, I got there nice and early and I still had quite a high ticket number. If you arrive 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I can promise you, you're going to be there until closing, and potentially you're going to have to be there until the next day, because once they get to the end of their day, they just stop processing people and it goes on to the next day. They also take a lunch break. Nothing wrong with them having a lunch break, of course, but they just stop processing people in that lunch break. Instead of some people taking some time off and others keep processing and then alternating their lunch breaks, they don't. They just stop, they close, they kick you out. You can go and eat at one of those restaurants. But yeah, my big tip there would be to get there early. So I hope you found today's video useful. Obviously, if you've got any questions, please do let me know down below and I'll try and answer them for you to as best as my possible knowledge. There are plenty of Facebook groups out there to answer questions that I don't need to answer on here. You can easily go and search for those. I hopefully will see you on the next one. If you've enjoyed my video, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and just dropping us a comment below, letting us know what you think of my videos. I'll see you on the next one. Sawadee Ka.